After my speech today, you'll learn the history and mystery that surrounds the body of water known as the Bermuda Triangle. The area known as the Bermuda Triangle or the Devil's Triangle covers about 500,000 square miles of ocean, which vertex Miami, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. As you can see right here, it vertex these areas. The Bermuda Triangle is shrouded with history and mystery. The history of planes, ship, people disappearing can date back as the 1400s. But even then, the Bermuda Triangle is amongst the busiest ship lanes in the northern Atlantic. It is estimated over 300 shipwrecks planes have met their demise in the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle has a long history and mystery that surrounds it. It also has a bad reputation for ships and planes and people disappearing. Let's first examine the history of the Bermuda Triangle and how and why it got its famous name and what gives it much mystery and why people fear this place. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the most fascinating places on Earth. This triangle covers over 500,000 square miles of ocean floor located between, again, Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. The Bermuda Triangle has an infamous reputation for things disappearing, but that does not stop hundreds and thousands of ships passing through every year from the U.S. to other countries around the world. There is nothing official about the Bermuda Triangle, and it is not a registered territory. How did the Bermuda Triangle get its name and become famous? In 1964, Vincent Gaddis came up with the name Bermuda Triangle, and a cover for the magazine defined boundaries that called the area the Deadly Bermuda Triangle. Also, what brought attention to the Bermuda Triangle was the disappearance of Flight 19 that has still remained unsolved to this day. In 1952, George Sand wrote in the Fate magazine about Flight 19 that is based on the 5 Avengers bomber planes that took off from the naval base in Florida in December 5th, 1945. And while training flight over the Bermuda, planes disappeared. After writing this article, the mystery surrounding this event received wide-scale attention. As you can see here, we have a plane. They believe this is one of the planes of Flight 19. What makes the Bermuda Triangle so feared? There are records dating back as far as the 1400s that say ships have sailed into the Bermuda Triangle and have either gone down or have vanished. Most novel writers have fueled the fear into people and making it think it's true. There have been 300 to 1,000 ships that have sunk in the triangle and planes that have vanished and never been found or recovered in Bermuda. You can see right here, this is one of the pictures of the planes, and this is 2 ships that they're exploring right now. There's also reports of people disappearing under strange circumstances. Christopher Columbus sailed through the first voyage to the New World. He reported a great plane that crashed into the sea. What are the mysteries and theories surrounding the Bermuda Triangle? So many theories on what has caused ships to wreck and planes to disappear. There's no single theory that explains all of these incidents. Methane gas under the seafloor can erupt, lower water density, and cause ships to sink like rocks. There is no shoreline, and all sides are bounded by water currents, which leaves ships stranded and make them motionless in Bermuda. Electric fog, strange light clouds appear out of nowhere and leave ships and planes to be disoriented. Instruments malfunction, thus leaving aircrafts and ships to vanish with no trace in Bermuda. My conclusion is, I hope I explained a little more about the facts and myths surrounding Bermuda Triangle. you will keep more open mind that like every other place around the world, there are also unexplained phenomena. The Bermuda Triangle was brought to life when people wrote stories about it in the magazines in the 1950s. And ever since then, it has been feared and remained a mystery. I believe even though there have been a lot of strange things happening there are strange things happening all the time all over the world. So I think people should appreciate its wonders and why it is so mythical instead of fearing the unknown. And here are some pictures. Here's the Bermuda Triangle, and this is where it's mapped out: Florida, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, Bermuda Island. They also call it the Devil's Triangle. And here's another map that I have, and this is what actually the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is also known as the Devil's Triangle. It is an undefined region in the western part of the northern Atlantic where it is said to have disappeared, where aircrafts and ships have said to disappear under mystery and circumstances. According to the U.S. Navy, the name is not recognized by the U.S. Border and Geographic names. Popular cultures have attributed to various disappearance and paranormal activity. So this is just an example right here. Here are pictures of wrecked ships, sunken vessels and stuff. Here's one of the supposed bomber planes, Flight 19. Here's another map. And then this is just an example of what the Bermuda Triangle is. And here's another map of a plane, last known location. And that's the conclusion to my presentation. Is there any questions? No? Okay, thank you.